We're now going to learn the balloon fish on a fishing pole. This is also a popular one and also featured on our menu. You're going to need a balloon and inflate it about 3/4 of the way, like most things we make. I do 5 pumps for this one. You'll figure it out if you need to inflate it less as we go on. This is a little bit tricky one to get the proportions right, but we'll get started. We're going to do that loop twist like you did on the monkey snout, but a little bit bigger. This is going to be one of the fish's tail fins. So I do about probably a 6-inch little loop there. It should look about like that. So you hold the knot tightly and then the other balloon, and then just twist the balloon, and then you poke the knot through the middle. Now you're going to make another loop twist, ideally the same size. Here's how I get it equal. I turn it upside down, I grab up here where I think it should be, and make the loop. But I can see the size of the loop in comparison to the other one, and if it's going to be the same size, that's how you get the fish tail the same size. So once I get it where I want it, I pinch and I twist it. That's a little bit big, make it a little bit smaller. And that's the fish tail. Right there. Now we're going to make the fish body. So I do it about a hand's width. My hand's kind of big. You might need to do it a little bit smaller or bigger if you have a smaller hand. So you have a link like that. So that's the fish tail. This is the first part of the body. Now we're going to do a pinch twist here. This is going to be the fish lips. So you make a little bubble, 1-inch bubble, small one, and then fold the balloon over so that bubble's on top. Pull up and twist. That's the one lip. You're going to do another one right there. So do another little bubble and then fold it over. It's kind of awkward when you have them right next to another pinch twist, but you got to do it anyway. So it's on top. Pull up and twist. So you got, see some fish lips there. Now you're going to fold this balloon back down to where the tail is. I don't wrap it around this way. I just hold it really tightly at the base of the tail there and kind of pinch with my hand, and then you can twist both of them together like that. So now you have another one the same length. Now you're going to go back up around the lips. So I like the balloon to set in between here and that little crack between the other two balloons. Helps if you make a twist here about the same size as the other ones. And so you're going to go up and then around the lips, those pinch twists, I wrap it around. So now you have this. You should have this 3 section here, the tail and the lips. This part's going to form where the eyes go. So you usually have this section. If you have a little nub, you might have a little uninflated part of the balloon. You can just go down and wrap it around the tail back here a couple times, and you have that. For me, I could probably do that, but to show you a different technique, I do a little bubble if you don't have that, and then you go down right here and kind of wrap it around the tail section. I just go around once, that little bubble, and that little bubble sits between the tail right there. And so you can kind of see how you have the tail here, you have the body here, lips, and now we're going to add some eyes. You'll need a 5-inch white round for that one, which I have right here. You insert that right there. That's the fish's eyes. Oops. And I draw some eyes on there. I just draw circles and fill them in. You can draw the anime eyes, put eyelashes on it, all sorts of stuff. I usually get a clear one because you don't use these as much and they pop easier. And I kind of floss that between the lips so that it's coming out of the front of the lips. This is going to be like the fishing line, like the fish is caught. I usually, you can put the fish under your arm. I usually put this line in my mouth. And now we're going to make the fishing pole. I inflate it almost all the way, probably 8 pumps. You want a little nub like that because that's going to be where you tie the end of the fishing line on. So you do a double knot right there with the end of the fishing line. And then you're going to make a little reel for the pole. So you need a handle about hand's width, about, I don't know, a 6-inch bubble right there. Now you're going to do a loop twist like you did for the dog and the sword. So grab above about 8 inches. Fold that there, hold that, twist it, And then you're gonna do right here a small, or I do a big pinch twist. So about a 2-inch bubble, kind of fold it so it sits there, pull up and twist. And now you gotta move everything around a little bit so it's in the right position. So you have the fishing reel here, the fishing handle. Here's the pull part. I like to curve it a little bit so it looks like you caught a big fish. That's the fish on a fishing pole. This is the point of view for the fish on a fishing pole. So we're going to inflate a balloon. I like for the fish 5 pumps. You want to have a little tip there that looks like that, and you're going to tie it off. Now you're going to make one of those loop twists like you do for the monkey. A little bit bigger though, about that size. That's about a 6-inch loop right there. So I just hold the knot and twist right there and then poke that through. Now that's going to be half of the tail. You want one more tail. So what I do is I hold it like this so I can measure the whole time and see, oh, that looks about even, and then I twist that as well. So that's the fish's tail. We have now the body, so I twist about a 5-6 inch bubble right there. And now we're going to do 2 pinch twists. So I twist a 1-inch bubble, and there's the first pinch twist. That's going to be part of the fish's lips. And then I do another 1-inch bubble, and then I do another pinch twist there. That's going to be the fish's lips. Now, we're also going to go down here and just twist that at the base of the fins here. So I just level it off, pinch, and twist. So you should have that now. And then I come up with this, right, I like it to sit right between those other 2 balloons. You can make a little twist, and I just twist it around those pinch twists. So now you kind of have this 3 shape right here is called a bird body. So now you can see the fish is taking shape a little bit. And this last part is going to make a spot for the eyes. So I twist a little bubble right there, and that goes around one of the tail fins just once. So I go around once, and then it rests right between the 2 tail fins. So you can see how there's the tail, here's the lips, and the eyes are going to go right in there. So you use a 5-inch round for this one, inflate it, and then you'll twist it in half right on the knot there. So you try and get them even. You can squeeze a little air in or out to the other one, and then you poke that through that spot right there, and that's the fish. You can draw some eyes on the fish. I just do some solids on the fish, don't go too crazy on them. And then you get a uninflated balloon. I like the clear one. And then you kind of floss that in to the fish right there, so it's coming out of his lips. It's going to be the fishing line that he's caught on. So we're going to do the fishing pole now. So you inflate one almost all the way, kind of like for the palm tree leaves. And you have a little tip here so you can tie the end of the fish to it right there. So you're going to do a double knot to tie that right there. Now for the fishing pole, you twist about a 6-inch bubble. That's going to be for the handle. So you want your hand to be able to fit there. You do a loop twist, kind of like the sword, about a 8-inch loop twist right there. That's going to be part of the reel. And then right next to that, you do kind of a bigger ear twist. So I do about a 2-inch, 3-inch bubble and make an ear twist out of that. So you can see that this would be kind of like a fishing reel. And then I like to curve the pole so it's like you're catching the fish, and that is the fish on a fishing pole.